Hey guys, I wanted to come on here very quickly to preface the video with most of the footage has been filmed throughout the month, so if you see any like weird food dates or sale things. Also right now is, well, today is Saturday and it is the long weekend, Labor Day weekend, and I wanted to share a couple things. I know there's tons of sales this weekend, so I'll list some things below that I'm shopping from, but I do want to show you two things. Okay, so I buy my CBD oil from CBDMD. They are doing 25% off this weekend with the code CHILL. So I'll list that below. Also, I opened up this package from Skincare RX and it looks like this is just all the websites that they kind of, I don't know if they're partners or if they're all owned by the same people, but Skincare RX is my favorite one out of the group, I think. And they were doing 30% off, but they're also doing 30% off for Labor Day weekend. So I picked up the Paula's Choice 1% Retinol because I've been using it and I really like it. So I got it for my mom. The Beauty Blenders, these are the Duo. It was like a promotion, I don't know, like if it was a limited edition thing that they did. But I think I got each of these for 16 bucks, which makes each one $8, which is amazing. And this like is a plastic container, like it's a really cute packaging. And there's like cleansers on the inside, like little packets. And lastly, I grabbed another large size of the Kagendo cleansing spa water. This is my absolute favorite. I've repurchased this so many times, but I'm just saying if you're interested, it's 30% off of Skincare RX. I will also link that below. None of this is sponsored. It's just, you know, I think it's a really good deal. And if you want to get these things, it's a good time. It also came with this like free little packet and it has a zipper. It is like, I'm so excited for this like bag. Anyway, all right. On with the rest of the video. Aldi, we have the Red Thunder. This is really good. If you like Red Bull, this is an excellent alternative, or not alternative, like dupe. They do have the sugar-free, but I really never buy sugar-free anything. Almond milk, frozen berries, spinach, some lunch meat for Sumo, granola, 2 dozen eggs. Get excited, burrata lemon zest ravioli at Aldi. You know the one at Trader Joe's? I buy like 3 to 5 at a time. They have this version at Aldi. I'm very excited. And I have the mozzarella tomato basil also. So Trader Joe's is owned by Aldi. It's not like an originator or anything. Trader Joe's existed and then they were bought out. So you'll see a lot of similar items. Okay, I have a lot of cheese here. I had like no cheese in the house for like a month or two. So we have the Happy Farms, which is a dupe for the Happy Cow cheese. Is it Happy Cow? Laughing Cow. Smoked white cheddar, my favorite. There is a Gouda. I like the white cheddar more. Some shredded cheese for omelets and the such. And 2 things of string cheese. I have not had string cheese in like, I don't know, a really 5 years. Something really wild like that. So 1 of each. Okay guys, so I was doing my makeup and we are at the point where we're gonna do some concealer, under eye stuff. So I wanted to talk to you guys about this. This is the Colorscience Total Eye 3-in-1 Renewal Therapy. This was sent to me and I have had this for about 4 weeks almost. So today's a really good day because we have a lot of darkness. The eye makeup is on, everything's on. I'll share the other makeup stuff with you in a little bit, but this stuff, let me tell you, I have seen a lot of people review this because there's SPF 35 in it. It's on the under eyes. It's supposed to like color correct. I think personally for me, 1 pump is too much. So I do just a little bit. Whenever things come with metal applicators, I tend not to use them because I don't really have puffiness. I just have like dark under eyes. So on my skin tone, that's the shade. And I apply it first in the inner corner because that is where I'm darkest. Ooh, okay, ignore this side. Actually, let me remove that. I'm supposed to show you one side. Okay, that makes more sense, right, for a review. Okay, so I apply on the inner corner and then like kind of like I apply a little less on the remaining part. And I really like to leave it on because I feel that it gives me a little more coverage, especially on days when I'm using this alone. I have used this mixed with other concealers and I will share it with you. Okay, so it's been about a minute and I'm going to blend it in. We'll see if I can do it with my finger and this mirror that I have. But actually that looks pretty good. Okay, so that's with and that's without. So it does cancel out a good amount. I would say on an everyday basis, I would probably be pretty okay with this. Right now with the light shining in, it probably is making it look even darker than it is. Or you could apply like a darker, like a more suited actual color corrector to your skin, because I do feel like this is a little light for me. But if you see, you know, the crevices are not as deep looking, which is great. I'm just gonna do the other side now. So again, I put more where it's like more darker. I just have the 3-in-1 on and I really like it. So the reason why I picked up 2 more, they had their friends and family sale. It's so moisturizing and it looks so good, like skin, and it should look like skin because it's skincare. One is for me because in the winter, I feel like I will want this a lot. I feel like in the winters, I struggle a lot with like the inner corner, maybe a little around the nose, around the mouth. Like that's where I get dry, maybe around the chin. So at least for the eyes, which tends to be the focal point, I can keep it moisturized. And I used to mix face oils with concealer to kind of give me that look. So it wouldn't provide a lot of coverage, but it would still look somewhat concealed, but still really moisturized, and I wouldn't set it with powder. So something like this can come in and just kind of like do all of that for me. And then the other one I picked up is for my mom because I really want her to try it because it really does look really pretty. It doesn't accentuate anything, obviously. So I'm gonna go in with the concealer. This is the Giorgio Armani. Just a little bit. I originally had the shade 5, which I think was a very popular shade amongst people who are around my skin tone, but I picked up 5.5 because I like things to be not darker. I just don't want things to look bright. So, oh my God, I love this. I also don't set this either. All right, so good, right? I think it's so pretty. And like I mentioned, I've also not really been setting the under eyes because I think with the right concealer, it'll like set properly. So just now I applied this first, showed you what it looks like alone, and then applied a concealer on top of it. And that has been my favorite way to use it. For the longest time, like mixing this with the concealer, because a lot of reviews I was reading were like that. And I was like, okay, I'll just try that. Sounds like a plan. But I really do prefer this first and then the concealer because I think it looks the best. I do have a little pamphlet that I'm gonna see what is the most important thing to share with you. Let's see. Puffiness, it reduces puffiness and dark circles. I don't have puffiness, so I couldn't speak to that. It is a mineral SPF. I know that is important to some people. Oh, it does say to dispense half a pump, like I mentioned. The whole full pump is like, for me, too much for both eyes. I need half a pump and both eyes are done. If you're going to use it as skincare, you can apply it over the entire eye, like right here, and then on your orbital bone. Obviously, I had makeup on already, so I wasn't going to put it there, but I have done it, like say for at night, just to see, and it does work well. I just don't really, I did it once because it mentioned it here that you can, but I feel like I don't want to put SPF on at night. I feel like I'm wasting it, you know what I mean? And if you're using this alone, you can obviously reapply it throughout the day as you would any other sunscreen. So I love it. I think it's so great. Obviously never purchased it because it was a little more expensive, but with the friends and family sale, it was 30% off. And especially after it being sent to me, I could try it out and see that I really like it. So that's that. So after all that, I went and added a little mascara to the lower lash line so things look more put together. So for the rest of the makeup, for foundation, I have the Illuminaire Concealing Mineral Foundation. I'll list my shade below because I think the label on this is a little weird, but I love this. I mix this with a little drop of oil because this by itself It's not super matte, but it's like, obviously I like things to look a little dewy, so I love this. It has really beautiful coverage. Outside of the concealer, I applied on my under eyes. I didn't use any other concealer on my face because this gives me a lot of coverage. For powder, I have the Sisley Blur Expert. I picked this up off of Selfridges. I think this is really expensive here. I think it was on sale, and I think it was like 50 bucks, 50, 55. And look at this shade. I know, it looks very orange, you know? So I used this at the beginning, like before summer really hit, and I liked it, but I had to use it under my makeup because it does have this like really pretty blurring effect, but I think it's a little dark. Again, there's only one shade in this. I feel like give us 5 shades. I think items that are not specifically concealer or specifically foundation or powder, if it's meant to be like a supplement to a skin, like face base, give us 5 colors, because then somewhere in there, if it's meant to be layered or something's supposed to be on top of it, then at least there's something more to work with. I would like this to be a little lighter. So, but right now it's summer, it looks beautiful. Like I have this all over my entire face and I think it's so gorgeous. It does beautiful things, but it still sets my makeup. I don't feel like things are like all over the place. Love. Again, if you have oily skin, I don't know that this will do anything for you because I don't find that it's mattifying. When it's called Blur Expert, that is like the main, it's the main result you're getting from it. For the face, I guess I don't have that much on here, or if like the light's just washing me out, but on my whole face, I pretty much have the Natasha Denona Tan Bronze and Glow palette. I have it on the eyes. Obviously that's the bronzer shade. I have that all over, everywhere, anywhere you see dark eye stuff. And then I use this shade right here on the lid. So just to give it a little bit of dimension, and then I have it on my face. It is all you see. Days when I'm just trying to like get everything done, I just use this whole thing everywhere. And then I have the Hollywood Flawless Filter from Charlotte Tilbury, number 3, down the center of my nose. All the other glow you see is coming from the foundation and the powder kind of just like blurring everything. It just looks so good. Okay, later when I'm in the car, let's get some like real like direct sunlight. I mean, this is direct sunlight, but like because this house is pretty much all white, a lot of it is like reflected off, but we'll give you some like real views in a little bit. And then lastly, I was trying to decide which gloss to wear, and I don't really feel like wearing like a lip. So the Patrick Ta, she's an influencer gloss. So I'm gonna put it on because like, while we're feeling and looking really glowy, you might as well just tie it all in. So it doesn't have much of a color, it just looks really pretty. Okay, we're in natural lighting. I think you will see much better. So it looks really good. I mean, obviously there's creasing because the skin is not smooth there, but you know, that's like normal creasing for me. I crease just right in the inner corner, and if I had set it with powder, it'd probably be more creasy. I will use powder all the way up till here. That's just what I do. Okay, TJmaxx. I finally got some wine glasses. These are like kind of ombre gold, so you know, very pretty. I also got like large regular ones. These are like sturdy. They're not like that super thin material, and I got them in like little smaller sizes because I think for my hand this is like easier to hold. They're shorter. $4.99, $4.99 for these, so really good. I picked up these Dewytree nose peel packs, so you just squeeze it on and then you can remove it. So I mean, this is probably preferable maybe to the nose strips. Excited. So watermelon and strawberry. The strawberry one is a little more expensive. Okay, so this is the most random haul of life. This is all from Whole Foods, and I've never bought from Whole Foods before. I think I went into the store once and was like, no, when I saw the prices. So my mom had like a gift card. It was like $150, $200. So we went in and just kind of explored. So this is like really random stuff. Like you probably might not see a lot of this stuff again. The first thing is the maple soda. I mean, I'm a sucker for anything maple flavored, so I don't know if this is actually gonna taste like maple. I really hope so. This is something I've had on my list for a while. It's lemon raspberry sparkling drink. I everything I've tried from San Pellegrino, so I'm hoping like their sparkling water will be good. We have a broccoli cheddar quiche. I have the Beyond Burger, the Beyond Meat. These are really good. I had got these from Aldi like a month ago. I don't know if I shared it with you. You know, I go to Aldi a lot, but these are really good. If you just put them on the skillet and really get them, I mean, I usually just do a fried egg with some cheese on top, but I think if you actually did like a full-on burger with like mayo and some like other kind of seasonings and cheese and tomato, whatever, it would be like, you probably wouldn't even really know the difference. I have this salmon pate and some smoked salmon pinwheels. So I haven't been eating meat for like 2 years, maybe a little over 2 years, 2.5 years. But I introduced seafood slash, I mean, mostly just fish back into my diet a couple months ago. I really don't want to get into it, but I mean, combination of physical health and mental health, we kind of had to make that happen. This is a rotisserie chicken, organic for sumo. Brown butter chocolate chunk cookies. You guys know I can't go and just not get cookies, right? Okay, so I'm hoping those are gonna be good. And then I have these mini beignets, mixed berry flavor. These are delicious. Really good. Like that berry filling in the middle is really good. My mom also got like the macarons, their frozen ones. They had like a freezer of fresh macarons and macarons. I actually don't know how to pronounce that word. And mochi. Kind of pricey, $20 for a dozen. I mean, yeah, that actually is quite expensive, right? I don't know. I mean, I feel like when you're at Whole Foods, you're like, is this cheap or is this expensive? I can't decide right now. Like, and those I thought were overly sweet. We got pretty much every flavor: pistachio, raspberry, hazelnut, dark chocolate. I think there's a red velvet, but anyway. Oh, and a bottle of this Italia Riscotto. I haven't had this before. Okay, yes to these. Very yummy, very delicious. I recommend. Okay, so I put this into here with some ice. I love it. I'm so excited. They had maple seltzer also, but I'm like, that's gonna be like even less maple if there is any flavor. This has just enough of that like maple flavor where you're like, okay, it's not sparkling water. Oh, I love it. So now I have to figure out where I can buy this for like cheaper. This stuff also is delicious. I will absolutely repurchase. Some CVS hauling for you. I picked up okay, so technically they have this loyalty thing. You buy X amount of hair dye, you get 1 box free. However, what they don't tell you, and I didn't really see it anywhere, it's only up to $9. So I thought this was gonna be free, but it was actually like $3.50, something like that. No, $2.50. Okay, not horrible. 2 items from Physicians Formula. I wanted to try. The ingredient deck on this looks so good, and that's why I was really interested. So there's the 24 karat gold collagen serum, and their same thing with the setting spray. Looks like that. So I don't know if you guys have noticed, but I don't vlog in my car, like outside my house that often anymore, because the houses where I live now are so close together. I feel like if anyone were to see, it would be very obvious and weird what I was doing. So that's that. So all of this, it was like, I had $4, $9, whatever. These ended up being $15 for both, which is good because I think they are about, it's like almost like BOGO for me. And then with if you bought 2 Physicians Formula items, you got $8 extra bucks. So I did another transaction to use the $8. And I have the Taco Bell mild tortilla chips. I'm very excited for this. I haven't tried any of the food here. This is the Twizzlers strawberry smoothie. So it's like the ones that are filled with something. And lastly, it's the Reese's plus Take 5 together. Okay, I was gonna try everything in the car, but I was just sitting there and it was hot and I was like, no. This, very good. I will repurchase. They also had the fire. Did I say that already? I don't know. But yes, I like the Reese's plus Take 5. Yes, I like this. It would be even better if it was dark chocolate. And these Twizzlers strawberry smoothie, I mean, they're okay. I wouldn't repurchase. I mean, I'll finish this. It's not so much, it's not like I hate it and want to throw it out, but so that's that. Okay, I need you to see this. Do you see these dots on my face? I was like, I feel like I should test this, like, not on a day I have to like leave the house and go to work. First of all, I have dots everywhere. It also has like a milky yellow thing to it because it's supposed to leave a sheen. Sorry, I'm eating chips. This is not okay. I'm trying to see if I could like press it in with my beauty blender. Oh my god, my forehead. Like, are you serious? Okay. This is, I don't like. I also look bald. Okay, let me share some skincare I've been really loving. This I showed you earlier. I love this. I mean, it's more or less just in like kind of an exfoliant, like a, because it's one of those peel off masks. It gets hard and then you just lift it off. I love it. I'll use it after I cleanse my face at night, and I'll throw it on, lift it off, and then put my skincare on. I love it. So good. And I don't use it just on my nose. I put it on my entire face. It's lovely. I think if you're battling texture, this is a really great thing to add into the mix. Things from Paula's Choice. So I got this sample, the Exfoliate 2% BHA liquid exfoliant. I use it after I've cleansed my face in the morning. I'll just pat this on, or at night after I've cleansed my face, pat it on. I love it. During the Nordstrom anniversary sale, they had a duo pack, so I picked up, you know, the duo pack, and I love it. It's just so good. So the other one that I was like testing out for a week will be put into travel. And then this is their 1% retinol. This is so good. I feel like this one and the Drunk Elephant retinol, I would say at the moment, those are my favorites. As in like I see a result in the next morning. This is, I can't wait. I've only used this twice. I'm very excited to continue using it. This is the Vichy Mineral 89. You can see I've used like a good amount of it. I use this in the winter at first and I didn't like it because it gave me no moisture, but for the summer, morning and night, I've been able to use this and it's been great, and it mixes well with other skincare. The Kula Sun SPF drops. This is SPF 30. I really love it. It is a dropper, so it's easy again to like mix in with skincare. I like things in a pump or in a dropper because I can like kind of like do a cocktail in my hand, mix the whole thing up and throw it on my face. I know you can do layers, but sometimes in the morning, you know, you just need to get it all on your face at once. Lastly, this is the Tatcha Violet C Brightening Serum. This has vitamin C and AHAs. So at first I was like, oh, vitamin C, I'll just use it, you know, to replace the vitamin C's I use during the day. But because of the AHAs, I prefer to use this at night. I think you shouldn't even be using this during the day. Am I making that up? I don't know. Someone will let me know. But I love this. This is really pretty. I'm excited to try out the mask. And I also, what did I get? The SPF from them. You know how QVC does those bundles and the pricing becomes so good. So I decided to pick up this. The only other thing I use from Tatcha is the Dewy Skin Cream. I absolutely love this. Like whenever a retinol is like oosh on my skin, the next day I'll use this and then I can apply my makeup and it doesn't look dry at all. Or if I'm just feeling like I don't know what to use on my face, I'll just use this. It's really, really nice. And it will be even better in the winter.